Welcome, everyone. Today we're doing a deep dive into something, well, pretty unsettling, but also strangely fascinating. We're exploring what our sources are calling domestic crimes, marital mayhem, and dark humor.
Right.
So our mission today is to pull out the most bizarre, ironic, maybe even darkly humorous details from these stories. They often feel like, I don't know, grim comedy sketches.
They really do.
Okay, let's unpack this.
It's definitely a dark corner to explore, but what's so striking, I think, is how these incredibly tragic events often unfold with this absurd twist.
Yeah, like it's a version of everything you expect.
Exactly, a subversion of intimacy, of trust. And it's that unexpected layer, despite the absolute horror, that makes them stick with you, you know?
The home setting, the betrayal, it just hits differently. So let's start in Hyderabad. The sources called this one Sleeping Pill Toddy, one last sip.
Okay.
Picture this. A husband wants to relax, have some toddy. Simple enough, right?
Seems normal.
But his wife,
Yeah.
she had other plans. She spiked his drink with sleeping pills, waited for him to doze off completely,
Oh, no.
and then made sure he never woke up again.
Wow. The irony there is just, it's chilling, isn't it?
It really is.
He's thinking, good night's sleep, and she gives him, well, forever sleep. It really shows how trust can be weaponized in the most awful way.
Absolutely. And one source had this really grim line. When your wife says, "Relax, darling," maybe just double check it's not your last relaxation ever.
Oof. Yeah.
Which brings us to another one, even more graphic maybe, from Belagavi. Belagavi butchered till death did them part. Literally.
Right. I remember reading this one. It's profoundly disturbing.
Tell us about it.
We have a couple, shared life history, and it ends with the wife smashing her husband's head with a stone.
Just brutal.
And then she dismembered his body, tried to, dispose of the pieces separately.
It's hard to even comprehend.
That transformation from partnership to just utter brutality, it's a complete breakdown.
The sources, again with the dark humor, noted, she didn't just break his heart, she broke his bones too.
Grim, but it captures that shocking reality.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly. Bihar. This one's called the Scorpio Affair Road Rage Relationship Edition.
Ah, yes, the Scorpio. This one stood out because of the calculation involved.
How so?
It wasn't, a spur of the moment thing. The wife and her lover actually planned it.
Planned to kill the husband.
They set it up like a drive, maybe presented it as a chance to talk things over, something like that.
Yeah.
And then they drove an SUV, a Scorpio specifically, right over his body.
He thought they were going out to talk.
Yeah, he thought she wanted to talk. She just wanted to drive her point home fatally.
Permanently.
Yeah.
The quip for this one was, when she said, "You're getting run over with my love," he didn't know she meant it. Literally.
No. Wow.
And finally, let's go to Bengaluru. Mom-daughter duo mission marriage murder.
This one adds another layer, doesn't it? The family complicity.
Definitely. So a woman and her own mother plotted together.
A mother-daughter team.
They drugged the husband first, then dumped his body in a parked car.
Okay, horrible enough.
But then, and this part is just chilling, they went out afterwards, hung out with friends.
Like a normal evening.
Exactly. As if nothing had happened. The irony pointed out was, he thought she was maybe cooking dinner.
But she was cooking up a crime with her mom.
And the line to attach to this one, dinner and a murder mother and daughter bonding goals.
Ugh, it's awful. If we sort of connect these dots, right? These are all terrible tragedies, no question. But the way they unfold, it's often just so absurd. Almost like you said, scripted.
Like true crime meets a very dark comedy writer.
Exactly. It's that bizarre mix of violence and, unexpected absurdity that really leaves a mark.
It really does. And looking through all this, the sources almost offer these satirical morals of the story.
Like what?
Like if your wife suddenly becomes way too nice, maybe, check the kitchen drawer. Just in case.
Right. Healthy suspicion.
Or if she offers you toddy and tucks you in really, really gently, maybe give that drink a sniff test first.
Good advice, maybe.
And perhaps the big one, drawing from that Bihar case. If she says, "Hey, let's go for a drive," maybe just suggest staying in.
Yeah, maybe take a rain check on that one.
So it leaves you wondering, doesn't it? Are these just incredibly twisted, isolated crimes? Or are they maybe highlighting something deeper, like signs we all need better ways to handle conflict? Couples therapy before kitchen therapy. What do you think?